This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Wow, what a game and what a finish. A marquee matchup that lives up to the hype. Jacob deGrom outdueling Hunter Brown as the Rangers kicked off the Silver Boot Series with a 1-0 shutout. One run, a solo home run from Jake Burger, the Burger King, in the bottom of the sixth. And the Rangers get the win. They beat the Astros 1-0. What a way to begin the 4-game showdown. And here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day. And in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you so much for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That's where you'll find the great work every day of Bryce Paterick, who I know loving baseball, loving this one tonight every single day. Be sure and check out Bryce. I know he'll have a lot to say about this one tomorrow. But for us, we are just getting started. So here we go.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, as I said, man, we talked about it. We were looking ahead and we said, hey, I mean, you could not ask for a better matchup to begin this 4-game series. And so often in baseball, it doesn't live up to the hype, but tonight definitely did. And I could not believe, I mean, great nugget by the TV crew that today is the 11-year anniversary of Jacob deGrom's career. But I did not know that tonight, the great, illustrious, award-filled career of Jacob deGrom, he has never, ever until tonight faced the Astros in a big league game. I mean, that's really remarkable when you think about it. When you think about his career, you think about his accomplishments and everything that he's done. The fact, and I know he spent most of his time in the National League, but the fact that he never faced the Astros once, incredible. But what a debut! What a way to face them for the first time tonight. And the great ones know what to do, and they know when to step it up and make the pitches when they need to. And I know the Astros got a few hard hits. I'm not discounting that. I'm not, I saw the same game you did, but he didn't give up a run. And hey, along with that, if you're going to win and you're going to have a championship caliber team, you have to have a great defense behind you. And we've been going through the roster and we've been talking about different things and looking at guys and holding guys accountable. But I'll tell you what Adolis Garcia did tonight with his glove. I mean, you can't put a price on that. I mean, not one, not two, but 3 spectacular catches tonight for Adolis Garcia. I mean, 3 huge defensive plays. And we've been talking a lot about everything, right? We've been talking about the offensive struggles, the starting rotation, obviously, and even the bullpen. I haven't spent a lot of time talking about the defense, but we saw tonight Evan Carter. That great play in center field was huge. And again, talking about guys getting adjusted and getting settled. I mean, that was a great at-bat, great swing by Jake Burger for the lone run of the game in the bottom of the 6th. I mean, just a tremendous swing. I mean, huge hit. I mean, that was just a cutter that was kind of up a little bit, but for him to take it oppo the way that he did, just so impressive. Great swing, great at bat, and deGrom to dig deep the way that he did and go 8 innings. And Sean Armstrong, I'm telling you, I mean, he is getting better and better. And it's weird because, I mean, Luke Jackson was not available tonight. I'm sure he'll be back. Sounds like he'll be back this weekend. But he's been the closer, but it's been through this weird stretch of a lot of losses and close games, and the Rangers behind late. I guess what I'm saying is we haven't seen Luke Jackson go on a stretch of easy say, or not easy saves, but really a consecutive, like a lot in a row, or a decent, consistent amount of save situations. And we'll see. We'll see. I had some. I'm not trying to kick the guy when he's down. He's been solid, but Sean Armstrong is looking really good, better and better. And just something to kind of keep your eye on as the season goes on, because I think they want to keep Chris Martin in the 8th inning role. They want to keep Robert Garcia where he is. Obviously, that could all change in the postseason, but I don't even like going. I don't like going that far down the road. I don't like. It's very. I don't like talking about that, but I just think that he is improving, and again, it's something to kind of keep your eye on as the season goes on. All right, as for the turning point in this game,
time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
All right, well, I mean, that first inning was almost kind of weird. I mean, 1, 2, 3 inning for both deGrom and Brown, but they were almost identical innings, both of them ending with 1-3 putouts to end the inning. That was wild. Carantini got the first hit of the game, that 2-out double to right. Jake Myers, though, ended the inning striking out looking. And then in the top of the 4th, not one but 2 of these Adolis Garcia grabs in right field. One on the hit by Paredes, the other by Walker. And I mean, that was just spectacular defense again. I can't say that enough. Bottom of the 5th, you thought, oh man, Garcia, fittingly, right? Well, no, it was the bottom of the 5th, not the bottom of the 4th, but bottom of the 5th, Garcia leadoff double to left, and that was the first hit of the game for the Rangers. But they couldn't move him over. I mean, Simeon couldn't even make contact, struck out Josh Young, and it just shows you how humbling this game can be. 2 home runs a couple of nights ago, and he struck out looking. And that's throughout my career of covering baseball. Obviously I'm not a hitter, but I mean, I've always wondered how guys can, with 2 strikes in key critical situations, strike out looking with something around the plate. But obviously that was not the pitch that he wanted or he was looking for. And so that was that. And then Evan Carter popped up. But then in the bottom of the 6th, Jake Berger, the leadoff home run to right center field, 1-0. That was it. The Rangers have now hit a home run in 6 straight games, 14 overall during that span. As you heard, the 6-game winning streak, their longest winning streak since the 23 postseason, which that's remarkable also when you think about it. And then we had another great catch by Garcia in the top of the 7th on that little line drive by Dubon. I mean, that was great. Just a great grab there again. And deGrom, good to see him go out in the 8th inning. 8 innings, no runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Best start ever as a Ranger tonight for Jacob deGrom. And again, winning his first start ever against the Astros. Wow. So, I mean, wow. I just want to keep saying that. 1-0 what a way to begin this 4-game showdown. All right, that's a good opening segment for me. When we come back, we are going to hear from you via the comment crew. A lot of you have already weighed in. Can't wait to hear what you have to say. We'll get into that coming up next. This is the Rangers Postcast. All right. You need to get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades. Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the very latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400 plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for trade pros looking for an extra edge, their free Trademaster program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trademaster program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, you can use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. All righty, here we go. Welcome back to the Rangers Postcast. The Rangers shut out the Astros 1-0. Jacob deGrom outduels Hunter Brown. Jake Berger, the only run of the game, and it was a solo home run in the bottom of the 6th. And there you go. The Rangers win the opener over the Astros. All right, we're going to start with Battlefield Ace. Okay, I'm getting more optimistic. Rangers offense is still a bit sleepy, but their pitching is 5-tier. Not entirely sure yet, but I think we are on the right track. Texas Hobby Bin. All right, what a game. We all definitely weren't worried in the ninth. I have to agree with the commentators, though. My only gripe is that the home crowd was so quiet. Although you're right, Texas Hobby Bin, and I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But I felt like they got into it a little bit in the ninth, a little bit in the 8th and the 9th. But you're right. I don't know. I think maybe there are people that still aren't sure what. I mean, you guys know. You guys are tapped in, but I think there's still some people that are still not really sure what to make of this team. I don't know. I don't. You know what? I don't have an answer for that. I don't know why. Allie Reese says, me, my mom, and sister were watching from Florida because my dad went to the game. I know he's excited to go Rangers. All right. I wish you could have gone with him, but yeah, I get it. Good for you, though, and glad he got to go tonight. I mean, I think we'll look back later in the year and go, man, remember that deGrom pitcher's duel with Hunter Brown 1-0? I mean, you don't see a lot of these anymore where you get two starting pitchers like that going toe-to-toe late into the game. It's rare, period. Our man Isaac Harlan says, offense couldn't get it going tonight, but hey, sometimes that's okay because the pitching was phenomenal tonight. All they needed was Berger's homer anyway. When deGrom pitches, they win. Yeah, no doubt. And, you know, I was kind of pleasantly surprised because it's clear. I mean, the Rangers have made it clear from the beginning of the season that, okay, they want deGrom available in September and October. So they want to, kind of manage his innings and his workload. But you know what? They let him go out for the 8th, and he ended up throwing 96 pitches tonight, and so that was very, very impressive. And he'll get the day off, and then he'll get the day off on Monday, and then he will should be able to go in the opener in New York next Tuesday against the Yankees. And that'll be that's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. Glenn says ready for ready for Osuna, or really anyone else. Texas Hobbybin says Rangers are seeing the ball well. Lots of high exit velo and solid contact. Just unluckily hit directly at someone. Yeah, I mean, and look, I mean, Hunter Brown. We talked about him a little bit last night, but I mean, he's made that big step this season. I mean, he was a guy that you guys know. I mean, he had the stuff at times last season. They documented how he really kind of got it going the end of May into June last season, and ended up really finishing the season well. But he's finally kind of put it all together, and he's having that breakout all-star season, which is the next step. And I think the Astros feel like he's going to be their workhorse now, their new ace for one of them anyway for a while. But yeah, give him credit. I mean, he pitched really, really well, and give the Rangers credit for doing what they needed to, and they're hitting the home runs again, and that's something we've all been waiting for all season long, and it's really nice to see it now over this 6-game winning streak. Avertify says, I mean, what an absolute master class from both pitchers. Loved to see it out of deGrom. Tough break for Hunter Brown, but that's what he gets for playing for a cheating franchise. There we go. There we go. I was waiting for a little, as my former friend and colleague Jim Rome used to say, waiting for a little smack there. So there we go. Matt says Adolis and his big D was a real winner tonight, no doubt. I mean, can't say that enough. Texas Hobbybin agrees. Matt says Adolis, EC, and their big defense was huge. Yep, no doubt. James Eustace says, glad you were watching, Allie. Those are my girls. Go Rangers. Oh, cool. There you go. All right, James. I love that. Very nice. Awesome. Mike Clark says, great game, great pitching, great defense. Matt says, unreal pitching duel tonight. Felt like a playoff game in some ways. Credit to Sean Armstrong for playing a key role tonight as well. Yeah, I mean, look, again, in this day and age, with the way guys can hit home runs, nothing is a gimme. And this is an Astros team that rallied late for their 2 wins over the Royals before they came here. So no gimme by any stretch at all. And if Sean would have gone in there and blown that game up, I mean, that would have been a disaster with a capital D. But to his credit, he got it done, and that was great. Vertify says, curious as to your thoughts. Marcus throwing the ball into the dugout is very out of character for him. Do you think that's him taking his struggles at the plate into the field? Yeah, I think that's part of it for sure. We talked about this, I think, a week ago, and I'm not that guy. I don't take any delight at all, but I think there is a Marcus watch kind of going on right now, where he's going to have to get it going here. I'm not saying he has to set the league on fire, but he needs to produce. And you can tell that Bruce Bochy is being as patient as he can be. He's trying to push him in a positive way, but I think we may see a day off, maybe a drop even lower in the lineup. I know because he's a vet and because Bruce respects him and doesn't want to lose him, he's going to go above and beyond to try to keep him, with that respect by keeping him up there in the order. But it's a results game. It's a results business. And as you can see, I mean, the Rangers have a lot of guys, and they need to make sure that they have, the best lineup on the field. You could see maybe Josh Smith play some second base. I don't know. We'll see. But it's definitely he's struggling. Tonight was rough for him. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow night against Lance McCullers, that will get him going for sure. Noah Day says great defense. deGrom was elite. Offense was a little unlucky. I expect them to get more hits tomorrow. I agree with you. By the way, Noah. Michael says, can we talk more about Adolis Garcia's great consistent play and great defense this year? He's been a silent pillar for the Rangers this year. Yeah, he really has. Doing all the little things, doing his part, trying to keep the team going with his emotion and his enthusiasm and his passion and his joy. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, he has been great. And again, I'm not trying to go overboard, but can't say enough about those plays that he made tonight. And I'm sure deGrom right now is saying the same thing in the clubhouse. DeClar says, nice. Paul Wilson says, what a deGrom, what a Garcia, what a burger. Nice. Mother Pig says deGrom was great, but this win belongs to Garcia and Carter for their unbelievable defense. And with that play that Carter made, you're not going to see him, except for a day off. You're not going to see him out of center field again, I don't think, for a long time. Ricky Gonzalez, how you doing, Ricky? I'll take the 1-0 win against our division rival any day, every day. Two great pitchers, and our pitcher was just a little bit better, no doubt. And Battlefield A says Adolis has looked like a different player this year also. Let's not look too hard at Marcus. Everyone knows he's a slow starter every year. He knows he's off. He'll figure it out. Yeah, and I think there is even more truth to that, Battlefield Ace, and I hope you're right. I do. I think we'll see him get going here soon. I'm with you. And Redhead, last one, says, my man Carter almost lost his glove on that catch. Yeah, he did. That was kind of a small glove that he has too. But man, that was just great. And like I said, you're not going to see either one of those. That outfield with Wyatt, Carter, and Adolis. That's it. You can etch that in stone. Those guys, except for a day off, they're not going anywhere. That's it right there. All right, hey, that flew by, which always means to me that it was fun and we enjoyed the win. We enjoyed the night, and I am so grateful that you guys were all willing to spend some time and be a part of it. Thank you. We'll do it again tomorrow night after game 2. Don't forget it's on Apple TV, and don't forget that Bryce will be back with you tomorrow with even more of a breakdown and everything else going on with the Rangers. But again, can't say it enough. deGrom, Adolis, Jake Berger, what a way to begin this 4-game showdown with a 1-0 shutout over the Astros. Talk to you tomorrow night. This has been the Rangers POSTCAST.